I got asked to review a product a couple of months ago. It was a bag from ShiftCam. It's a really good bag. And I did end up reviewing it, and that's a business decision. It's got nothing to do with the product. It's a really good bag. I actually do use it all the time. And what this bag is, it holds your phone and it holds a multitude of lenses from ShiftCam. And other manufacturers do this too. And it was only when I came out here and I was shooting a video for my other channel, Have a Crack, the four-wheel driving channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers on that channel. So if you're into this sort of thing, and by all means, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. You can go and subscribe there. But in the video that I was shooting at here was about lighting a fire. And the Sure way works for me 100% of the time. First go, that's what the video was about, lighting a campfire. The foolproof way, if you like. And I thought it's such a basic thing. And mobile photography used to be such a basic thing. Now, I review all sorts of accessories on this channel. I've reviewed lenses from Sandmark, Molo, or Mojo, or whatever they were called. I think I've done Olloclip maybe at one point. Reflex, ShiftCam. I'm sure there's others, I just can't think of what they are. And what I do when I get these things, I get the product, I go and I use it for a while to test it, to go take photos, shoot videos, depending on what the lens is. And then I shoot the video for you guys to see. And some of you go ahead and buy it. I know some of you do because I get the affiliate notifications that you've purchased something. And I get to thinking, and it was only when I was lighting this fire yesterday, and I thought, we've gone from the basics to almost where DSLR is. Now, I have all these lenses, and many of these lenses I've sent to different friends all around the world. People who are watching this video, no doubt, have lenses that I've sent to you because I don't use them. I just don't. I've got my favourite set that I have right now is the ShiftCam stuff, and it's sitting there in its wonderful box that they send it in, and I just don't use it. And I don't use it because I just don't need it. The only phone accessories that I use is a tripod and a phone holder, and even then, that's only for ASTRO and long exposure. For anything else, I just don't use anything else. I can't. If you use the Apple Watch, if you said that was an accessory, well, I'm guilty of that. I use that occasionally. But a lens and a filter, I just don't use them. And I'm wondering now, like, there's a thing that I see on different social media groups where people are talking about a new phone that has come out, say, for the sake of this conversation, the new Samsung S24 Ultra. And people go and they post on these groups saying that they've sold all of their Canon DSLR gear, or they've sold all of their insert big brand name here gear because this phone does it all. And they always make a comment of, now I don't need to lug around all my gear. And the appeal of a phone camera to me has always been, it's always with you and it fits in your pocket. They're the two main things. And given what I do here on this channel with the astrophotography, you need to bring your tripod and your phone holder. You need to bring that. But that's all. You don't need a bag to bring lenses and filters and all that. So I'm wondering now if we're heading away from the simplicity of mobile phone photography, and why are we doing that? I'm curious as to you guys who have this stuff, and because my case is a little bit different, I don't pay for this stuff. People send it to me, and I often charge them to do the video. But I have these lenses there, and I don't use them. And I think, do I not use them because I didn't pay for them, and I feel like I'm obliged to use them because I paid for them, you know? So you guys who have paid for them and you have these in your kit, put your hand on your heart and put a comment down below how often you actually use those lenses. Are you using them once a week, once a day, once a month? Or are you someone who has gone, I got caught up in the marketing hype and I purchased a full kit of XYZ brand and I just don't use them after I use them the first time because it's not convenient, which is what a phone should be. put a comment down below if you have them and you do use them. I'm genuinely curious because there's a group of people that I talk to on a regular basis. One of them uses ND filters a lot because he's doing some long exposure stuff with fast moving water, and he needs to get that slower shutter to capture that nice smooth sort of texture in the photos. Another one uses macro occasionally, and others that take some sensational photos and don't use anything. Look at Jack Hollingsworth, for example. He is arguably one of the best portraiture photographers with phone cameras, and he's done hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of portraits, and he doesn't use anything. Nothing at all. He just uses the phone, the camera on the phone, as it's intended to be used. I saw on Facebook, I've got a feeling it was reflex. I may be wrong in saying that, because it probably was reflex because it was David Addison. And I didn't actually watch the video, but it was a how to do portraiture photography with their new lenses in a studio. And I thought, we've gone a long way from the ease of pulling a phone out of your pocket and taking a photo. We're now talking about doing portraitures in studios. Look at what Russell Brown does. Russell Brown is arguably one of the best iPhone photography creators that I see on a regular basis. His work is amazing. And he uses off-camera flash with his phone, shoots it all with iPhone, and does an amazing job. And not once have I seen him use a lens, an external lens or an ND filter. It's interesting, isn't it? Like, is there a genuine need for these things or not? I get the case for macro. There is definitely a case for macro. The macro with the glass lens on the front of your camera using a third-party app is better than the inbuilt macro on the phone. It's better. So I get the case for that. I see some videos where people are talking about you get a nice bokeh behind the subject when you're shooting portraiture. But then, if we're doing that sort of thing and we're escalating it to a studio, at some point you've got to go, why are we using a phone? Why aren't we using a big boy camera? At some point you've got to look at that. I'm not sure why. Like with astrophotography, there's a definite stop. I've been shooting astro for years, and there's a definite stop when it comes to the quality you can get from a phone. And I never make a secret about this. Every time that this comes up, I talk about it, and I talk about it with the same response. Phone photography with astro is a stepping stone into astrophotography. You can get some amazing photos, and there's the Facebook group that we have. You see some amazing photos there. But I guarantee you there are people who started doing astrophotography with me on this channel, and they've gone and they've escalated and they've bought DSLR or mirrorless cameras to do it even better, because you can do it better. This is a way to start in the hobby or the genre of photography without spending a bucket load of money. And that's always been what this channel has been about. But now I'm seeing so many different brands releasing new products. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them have good business practices, some of them don't. So I don't know. Are we making it too bloody complicated for something that should be simple? Because what I'm seeing out here right now is just dead set simple. I've got the Murray River right here, the sun's coming up. It's just chilled and relaxed and simple. And it's what I liked about mobile phone photography when I first started down this path. And I'm not sure if we're getting too far from the simplicity of it all. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. See you later.